Hello, welcome to another episode of Collectibles From My Closet. Now, you're used to seeing me do themed shows like based around a certain product like the Monsters or Universal Monsters or something like that. But today we're doing the Horror Grab Bag, which is made up of things that I don't have enough of to fill entire shows with, that I just have a few pieces from. So we're going to see a few things from various horror films in this episode. And we're going to start here. I'm not a big fan of the It movies, but I do like Pennywise the Clown. I think he's a really cool character. And Diamond Select came out with some really cool Pennywise stuff, so we'll start with him. So this is a really awesome little guy. Comes in packaging like this, and on the back it's pretty cool. It shows the character there out of the box, as well as a little information about Pennywise and some information about the movie, how he's made out of PVC and all of that. Now, out of the box, really cool character. I mean, just when we go in here on the face, the face is very detailed, captures Pennywise perfectly from It Chapter 2. The detailing is really good. The dirt and the scoring and the wrinkles in the clothes, all of that comes on a little diorama base, and of course the balloon there. And then when you spin him around here, the detail is it's just as good on the back. I mean, look at the back of the clothing there with all the interlaced detail on his back. Just a really neat piece from Diamond Select. Now, they also made these little guys, and these are not as detailed, but they're cute and funny, and you can scare people with them because people are afraid of clowns, especially little clowns. Now, on the back of the package, it shows kind of the cartoon version of them. I'll show you that in a second, but that you can see how big they are also by the size of my hand. There they are. This is a little cartoon version of them, but very cute little guys. Now, they also make these. This is a line of, I don't know if it's Vinny-Mates, I'm not sure how you say it, but I call them Lego people because they look like giant Lego people to me. And this is a Pennywise Lego guy, and again, you got a little cartoon version of him on the back. But he's really cool. I really like the face on this little guy. When we get in here, it's got the little scoring on the head, the wrinkles and things like that. But the best one from Diamond Select is this. This bust is incredible. It's a limited edition. You see there, it's half-scale resin bust. This is number 373 of 1,000. They only made 1,000 of them. And it comes with this little certificate. Now, when you look at the sculpt on this, look at the detail. I mean, that just, it's the perfect capture of him. It's amazing. All the detail in the head, the hair, and he comes on this little base. Let me move this out of the way here, and you can see it's a little pipe, kind of a drainage pipe type base, but the back is what gets me. I love this. Look, it's a grate. It's like the sewer grate or the drainage grate, and there's blood coming out of it. That's actually my favorite part of this sculpture, is the back of it, the grate with the blood coming out. But it's that kind of detail, when you put detail on the back and the front, that just makes this an amazing piece. And if you do happen to lose that certificate, they've still got it marked on the bottom here that it is a limited edition, number 373 of 1,000. But fantastic Pennywise bust from Diamond Select. You should pick it up. Now, this guy, I guess you could argue if he's really horror or not, but he is horror related. It's Beetlejuice. Yes, this is probably 30-some years old. It's an old toy, and it's looking like it's an old toy too. It's a talking Beetlejuice, little plushy guy, and it's old school talkie with the string on the back, and the string is in the shape of one of Beetlejuice's snakes. Let me pull it here so you can hear him. It's showtime! Beetlejuice. And there's a magic button right here that does this. Makes his head spin around. So you gotta love it. Now, for Serpent and the Rainbow fans, this is a really cool promotional item. This was a wooden coffin that the production company came out with for Serpent and the Rainbow that they gave out to movie theaters to keep in the ticket booth window for people to look at and make them want to buy tickets. But it opens up, and inside it's got some goodies. It's got a scroll in there that it's got a rubber band on it. I haven't read it, but it's supposed to tell you stuff about the movie and how to make zombie powder and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of zombie powder, there it is right there. I've got a vial of zombie powder, so don't piss me off. It has a little spider in there, and there's a little scroll. I'm not going to open it up to see what it says, but super cool, rare promotional item for Serpent and the Rainbow, which I think is a really, really underrated horror film. One of my favorite new horror characters, I guess modern horror within the past decade or so, is Sam, and I have quite a bit of Sam stuff. I'll start out with this one. This is the Living Dead Dolls version of Sam, and the head is a little weird in proportion to the body, but so are all Living Dead dolls. It just looks a little more odd with Sam because he's just got a bag for a head instead of facial features. They kind of set that off, but super cute. Really neat little doll. Now Nika came out with one though that was awesome. He's got a cloth bag on his head, cloth clothing, his little sucker there, and the bag that he carries in the movie with him. And he's a little, I think he's about 8 inches tall, but super cool. When you turn him around, I haven't taken him out of the box as you can see, but he does have his pumpkin face underneath that mask. So if you display him out of the box, you can do it either way, pumpkin face or bag face. Now, Nika did another one. I'm not sure why they did a second version, but this one is not cloth. It's just all plastic or PVC or whatever he's made out of. So he only has one head, but he comes with some additional accessories. Of course, he has his lollipop there. Also has a little pumpkin that comes with him, but another really neat little figure from them. Now, of course, Funko always has to get involved and makes pops of everything they can think to make pops of, and Trick or Treat is no different, so they made a little Sam pop. Really cute little guy. Now, this next thing, I don't know what this is. It's, I have no idea. It's a little wooden coin. Sam says, always check your candy. It says, and I don't even know where I got it, but it's a wooden coin. As you can see here, it's only printed on one side, nothing on the back. But I don't know what it is, but it had Sam on it, so I had to keep it. Now this is an old school style Halloween mask, like from when we were kids, the little plastic masks of the pumpkin head version of Sam. And when you open up the box, you can see there, I've still got them attached through the eyeballs, but it's that old school Halloween mask. Now they only made 1,000 of these. It came in a set with a T-shirt, and you can see there I got the men's extra large because I'm fat, but they were limited to 1,000 T-shirts and 1,000 masks. Super rare, and they sold out. Now I mentioned with that limited edition Sam mask that I just showed that it was a mask T-shirt set or a limited edition T-shirt. This is actually the shirt that comes in that set that they only made a few of. That's what it looks like for that particular design. I guess you can see it on there. Now, another one of my favorite films of all time is Phantasm, and I have a couple cool Phantasm things. So this is the tall man and his minion there in his little portal, and I love this. It's not all that detailed. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of junky, I guess. Well, but it is the tall man and his minion, which is very cool, and I love them. I think Nika put this out, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool because you can't find tall man stuff too much. But I love this. This is the Cuda. It's the car that Reggie Bannister drove in the Phantasm movies. Very cool car to begin with. But this came from the American Muscle line, and it has the Phantasm box. And I had Reggie Bannister sign mine on the hood of the car right there. So since Reggie always drives it, I thought it only fitting that he signed the Cuda. But really neat little car piece that I probably won't take out of the box again. Now, I love the old Max Schreck Nosferatu. I think he's a very cool looking vampire. and they've come out with several different styles of Nosferatu characters and toys. Here's a few. This is a really stylized version of Nosferatu from the Silent Screamer Series 1 set. Packaging is really neat. I was kind of tempted not to take it out of the packaging because it's different. They also made a Renfield that connects to him in the base, and you see it's the same style of packaging, just different pictures with Renfield on there. But when you get them out of the box, this is what they look like standing up, and I'd love them just because of the cartoony style that they've done. And Nosferatu, actually, if you take this toy out into the sun, his skin burns. It changes color, like it's burning. But look at the detail. It's super, super detailed, and you can't see all of this when it's in the box. Lots of detail in the clothing, the rats, the jail cell here, and even over here with Renfield, when you start looking at him, lots of detail in the clothing and the hair. There's the missing finger. You see the bugs and the spiders, even the maggots on the pants. Lots of detail going on there. And Renfield comes with his own set of bugs and things down there that I've piled up in a pile, and a mask. So very cool little set to have. Now another very stylized Nosferatu is the Living Dead Dolls Nosferatu, and I love this guy. It's Nosferatu and I guess a bride, of vampire bride of some type. But you'll see here that the bride is, nothing super special. But look at him. Look at that face. I love that face. So cute. So there's a little closer version of the bride. If you can see through all the glare. Sorry about the glare. Super shiny surface, but I love that face. Now, since we're talking about Living Dead dolls in a 2-pack, look at this 2-pack. It's Edgar Allan Poe and Annabelle Lee. Yeah, I know we just shifted from vampires to real people. But it's another 2-pack coffin. And again with this, Annabelle Lee, nothing super special. It just looks like a sleeping baby doll, really. But the face on Edgar Allan Poe, and again, sorry for all the horrible glare, super shiny surface, but get him in focus. There we go. Look at that face on Edgar Allan Poe. Now, I'm going off on a tangent here because we're off into real people now, but here's another thing. These were from accoutrements. They made an Edgar Allan Poe action figure and a Houdini action figure, and I love these. The packaging, I won't ever take these out of the packaging because I just love the packaging and the art on them, but Houdini comes with all kinds of little accessories, the cuffs, the chair, the rope, the straight jacket, all kinds of things like that. And then over here on the Edgar Allan Poe figure, he's in there with the Raven, not as much as Houdini, but still really neat. Super simple figures, but I love them in the packaging. And on the back, even better, there's all sorts of details about Houdini's life and Edgar Allan Poe's life. You've got birth dates and death dates and interesting facts about them. Almost like an encyclopedia reading or about these guys, because there's lots and lots of details on the back of these packages. So that's why I will never take these out, because the packaging is so cool. Now, yeah, I'm going down a rabbit hole here. We're talking about real people, so let's go over to Vlad the Impaler. He's pretty cool. He's a McFarlane figure from the Faces of Madness, and it's a super Arnold Schwarzenegger version of Vlad the Impaler. I've seen pictures or drawings of him, and he doesn't look like this, but it's cool anyway. If I can get past the glare and get him in focus. Cool face, lots of detail in the costuming, the face, everything like that. And of course, Sideshow came out with their version of him, which is another really neat version. It comes in the big box, the 12-inch figure box, like they usually do. And when you open the box inside, as usual, on the left-hand side, it talks about either the movie figure or the figure that they've got in the box. But this has tons and tons of information about Vlad and his history and all that kind of stuff. Lots of good reading there. And then on the other side here, when you look at the figure, I love him. Look at this face. It's super cartoony, very, very stylized. I really like that. It comes with a crown, lots of little accessories. The clothing is great, really well made, really detailed. You can see the veins in the hands even there. He's got swords and lots of fun stuff. So there we go. I know I got way off on a tangent from horror figures and into real life figures, but we're back now. And lastly, for my low budget exploitation fans, this is a very, very limited item. You may not have seen this before. This is from Basket Case. It's Belial. Look, Belial from Basket Case. This was a pillow, and they only made 50 of these. But look at the back. There's art on the back as well. This was done. The artist is Thomas Milner, a friend of mine from Kentucky, who did just a great job on the art of this. But the company that made these made it super, super limited. Like I said, they made 50 of them, and they sold out almost immediately, like right when they went online. But there you go, you may not ever see one of these again. A Belial pillow from Basket Case. Thanks for watching another episode of Toys From My Closet. If you want to see some things or have questions about things that you've seen, just feel free to put those notes in the comments under the video and I will answer those. Until next time, we'll see ya.